We're here at John O'Quinn Field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Houston Cougars. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the opening possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Great awareness, picks up the first down and slides at the exact right moment. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On play action. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Cougars. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Drops back. It's Snipe. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a deep grab. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, it was a great effort thrown to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. The Cougars offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Keyshawn Henderson. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line, and that's just what they needed for breathing room. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Rushes on.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. At the 15, he's loose. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And that is exactly what you want to get accomplished coming out of your own end zone, man. You don't want to hold on that ball too long. Get rid of it. Throw it to your running back. Nice job getting north and south, getting some positive yards, and getting out of the shadow of your own end zone.
The run inside. It's Davidson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Look out! And they got it.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long. Just sit.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Working the middle. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Finds his target down the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left.
Going long. Makes the grab inside the 30. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7.
Houston, 10. Ole Miss, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's King. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking to pass. It's Henderson. This time he's got it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Just keeps slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Young. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're all over it. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Right back to the well. All over him immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Makes the catch. It's Young. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
To the air, it's Henderson. Out wide right, it's Davidson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's inside, it's Davidson. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Grabs it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cougar. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Hey guys, as you know, Keyshawn Henderson was the #1 overall recruit in the country, highest rated, and he has started to play like it today. He is coming off that last touchdown. His teammates were hyped up for him and excited. So much hype and pressure on his shoulders, but he is performing with a very calm and composed demeanor down here on the sideline. Fun to see from a highly rated player. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Oh, pressure's coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running to the left. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Going to audible here, let's see what they do. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, 2 things I loved by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open, and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Now on first down from the 43. Tells the run, wants to pass. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Under pressure. He'll pull it down. Inside the 45. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
How How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Turns up, it's Sanford. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Touchdown, Cougars! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's...
Snags it, and he's open. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes one man miss. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Back to throw, it's Knight. Rush is on. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 22 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Buckeyes. Looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
The Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's go down to the sidelines now, where Holly Rowe has an update on that injury.
I caught up with the Houston head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. Big news to report here in the second half. Their star wide receiver is out for the rest of the game. They are still evaluating exactly what's wrong and just how serious it is, but a lower body injury, he will not return. That is big news for this team today. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Running inside, it's Sanford. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. And I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Houston. And the route is on.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Might as well run him again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Knight. Look out! Firing deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
From deep, it's King. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Cougars sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Got room at the 35. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Henderson. Right side, it's Young.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Straight ahead, it's Sanford. Across the 45. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. And the punishment has been extended. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Rebels sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Looking down the middle. Finds his man. It's Miller. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Direct snap. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum. The football back.
It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. Looking for the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Looking for a man. It's Carney. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 35. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's past the sticks. Turning it on. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Out wide right, it's Ray. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.